Here we go!
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the Lucky Pierres. Yeah!
All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. Tonight, we got a highly anticipated movie for me personally. I'm a big fan of the franchise. The new Jackass movie, Jackass Forever. All right, guys, what'd you think of Jackass Forever?
I gotta look at my phone to make sure I remember how well I rated it.
Joe, what do you think, huh?
It's very funny and very on brand.
It was very funny.
It was funny. I thought I thought it wasn't as good as the first three, though.
I would agree with that, but also those ones set the bar pretty high.
I would agree with it
They
to an
did.
extent because it's never gonna because some of it's nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
But-
and the last one came out when I was like 21 or 22, and this one
But-
came out when I'm 21.
We laughed a lot.
We
like
did.
in the theater. We laughed a lot.
We did. But like the first one was I took notes here. The first one was the most groundbreaking and like fresh, and creative because we'd never seen that theatrically
Yeah.
before. It'd never been done.
Yeah.
The second one was the most gnarly and dangerous, and then an extreme, and the third one was like most pleasing to all of like the senses. It was like the most visually, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got more budget. And
Yeah,
they just-
more best shot, and it was I think the funnest, the most fun.
That's a strange way to put it for Jackass, but I get it.
I think the third one's the most fun, but and then Jackass Forever is I think like it's just like a budget version of all the first three. It was like
I feel like it was
half baked
It
ideas.
was kind of trying to pass the torch.
They were kind of past. That was a part of it. That
That
was
was a bit of that. Plus, they've had their fill of like getting
And, yeah,
destroyed.
and I
so.
feel like
I get that.
They wanted to test the waters because a lot of stuff like that is iffy these days.
Yeah.
But I feel like they did not hold anything back.
They
and
really
it,
did.
It landed. So
Yeah.
The ideas were kind of not as good as the first three, in my opinion. They were kind of like
yeah, but how many times can you beat what you've done? Like you can't keep
Yeah.
coming up with stuff to beat that.
Yeah, what do you want them to do nowadays?
It's tough. I mean, maybe they should have just called it after three. I mean, now that I've seen it, I can
hated
say
it that much?
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. But I understand that they're getting older and stuff, and they want to pass the torch. But you want to see the same faces you've seen for over 2 decades do the stunts. You don't want to see new faces do them. Like,
They did a lot of them.
yeah,
Johnny took a serious.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
Serious
yeah.
lump.
Yeah,
We'll get to that.
I mean, yeah.
How dare you?
Also, like in the past, I've always left each movie and each stunt like wanting
to
more.
do the stunts.
Wanting more. And
that
this
was just
time,
me?
I was like, I left each stunt. I was like anticipating the next one, like kind of like when's this gonna be over? Like I
Yeah, there
almost-
wasn't as much payoff as like satisfying payoff. They
There
kind of just
wasn't.
fizzled toward the
Yeah,
end.
It
I
did, yeah.
feel like at the end I feel like
not a lot of them hit.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
it. At this one.
And then they lingered too long on some of them, and they were like,
And then the Q&A thing at the end I feel like was kind of disappointing.
that was stupid. Yeah, but like
I think they took more of like a positive vibe approach.
Yes,
like
which
it was
is-
more like a teamwork thing.
Which
like,
makes
good job,
sense
like-
because they're 50 years old.
yeah.
kind of like a what's the word, like a celebratory, like this is the wrap
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
this is it. And I get it.
They were more for each other in this one.
This one just like I guess more lighthearted.
Yeah.
but like I get it, but it just
But
wasn't as entertaining as the first three.
Some of the parts were still ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
They were fun.
they,
Yeah, some
he
of-
straight up gulped down pig semen for no reason. Like it wasn't even like he was
Wasn't that
dared or
Pontius?
whatever. Yeah, they just like they're like, oh, we got all this pig semen. We're gonna do some pranks with it, and he just started drinking it. That is insanity.
there were some
Probably-
good.
It could have been because he wasn't in a lot of the stunts in this one. He just had lines and like danced
Yeah.
a lot. But
There were some good moments though, right? I mean, like.
for sure.
But I will say, not having Bam or Dunn, it like wasn't as fun for me, because they have great energy.
Yeah, it's gonna take away.
Dunn,
Yeah,
had,
for
Dunn
sure.
and Bam
Well-
Dunn's dead and Bam is just messed up. So,
He's in rough shape.
One boy, wasn't it?
yeah. But like, there are some great moments in this movie though. Like the bull hit, like you mentioned, Joe, that was probably
Rough.
the hardest bump
Great moment?
ever.
Man,
Probably
it
the
was-
hardest. No, not great moment, but like probably the hardest bump ever in a Jackass.
It's so rough, man.
Like it was like the first moment in any of them where I thought like this is messed up. You know what I mean? Like
That was the first
that
time.
that was like the main one where I was
Well,
like,
you would think at this point somebody would have talked him down, but like, you don't want to do this again. Like, we're not going to let you do it. 'Cause
yeah, that
you're
could have
gonna
been
you
that
could
could have
die.
been it.
Yeah.
That could have been it. Like it was very sad. Like I got sad because he's 50, he's a father. He doesn't need to be doing that stuff. Like
came
but
away
then-
okay.
but
it's
then
all
you're
for
also-
entertainment and money.
Yeah, but
to
also
pay
you're the one
bills.
who just said you want to see the same faces doing the stunts, and we're disappointed there were new faces.
Yeah, but there is that, but I don't need to see the bowl stuff. I mean, just come up with creative ideas that isn't the bowl stuff. I don't want to see someone die on camera. But like that's the way the world is now. Entertainment, that's what they got to do to entertain people now is get just
I mean, he's done it
literally-
before. He literally did the same stunt before.
I know, but he never got messed up that bad. That was
Well,
rough.
yeah, but it was a chance. It's
There
always
was
a chance.
There was definitely a chance.
Taking on a fucking bull.
He got
not a smart
flipped
choice.
and he got knocked clean out.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought he was
Well, to be fair, he
still
probably
for-
got knocked out because he's taken so much damage. Like
That's true. Accumulation. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And
was
like
rough.
that was so rough. I felt uncomfortable, man. I just didn't. That's the moment where I was like, they should probably be done.
I feel that, but also like with them, it's hard to feel like uncomfortable because as soon as after they're hurt, they're still fucking around. Like he's coming out of the hospital in a wheelchair, like goofing off.
Yeah, he is, but that's gonna mess. Didn't he say he went through like depression and stuff? Because
Yeah,
of
the
that?
first time he got
Yeah,
wrecked,
sure.
yeah.
Like, man, that's
But
so.
that's what you're going to see, so you can't feel bad for him. Be like, I'm going to see these guys do insane stuff.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Why is he doing that?
I don't want to see that though. I don't want to see him die, man.
He
Like,
didn't die. You knew he was alive. Like,
Yeah, that's true,
You've seen
right?
new interviews and stuff.
Well,
yeah.
if he died, they
they wouldn't have released it. No, but I would say who would you guys say is the MVP of this one?
Aaron.
100%. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
He did the cup test, which was
Rough.
gnarly.
Yeah, that pogo stick on the cup was rough.
his face when it like stuck.
Oh, yeah, he
he's
thought
like,
his ball was gone. Like,
he like was so mad about it.
yeah.
But like the craziest thing to me is to be like in that group of friends, you just can't have any lines. Like there's no lines that will not be crossed, so you just have to be okay with not having any lines.
Yeah.
They know that, though. They know that
that's what I'm
going
saying.
in.
But like I know that, but I mean to be in a group of friends that tight where like literally you can do anything to each other, and the most you're gonna be is like I'm pissed off at you because
Yeah.
like that's it. They're
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm really mad.
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
They can be frustrated with the
if one-
situation,
if-
but
if
Then-
any
then
of the three of us did some of those things to each other, we would not have that reaction. Like it
No,
would
probably-
come to blows.
yeah, probably end up in a fight.
Like,
Yeah.
like if one of us dumped 5 gallons of pig semen on the other unexpectedly, like because we'll do some fucked up shit, but like it's agreed upon beforehand.
Yeah.
But like not like, hey man, what's up, Ben? Boom! Pig cum on your
Or a
face.
Yeah,
cattle
but if
prod.
Or yeah, like, oh here, it's a scorpion. I'm putting it on your face right now.
But if I was getting like $1 million on set, I would accept
Anything.
whatever.
Yeah, anything.
Like,
Yeah, I ain't got $1 million to give you.
I'm saying, like, obviously you do it in the.
I'll let you
his
live-
Condo,
I'll let
I'm
you
not
live
gonna
in
be
my Harry
pretty
Potter
upset.
bedroom.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but the new cup test also had the Francis Ngannou punch to the
Oh.
nuts.
Yeah.
That was rough. And then
Subban.
and then PK Subban firing a puck.
Yeah, that was brutal.
dented that steel
Yeah,
cup. That was-
how hard PK shot it was insane.
and how about what are your guys' favorite stunts in the movie?
I like the Silence of the Lambs
Yep,
one a lot.
That was good.
That's what we
I thought
both
it was
said
just
when we left.
like funny. It was just in good humor.
Yeah, it
Like,
was super funny.
it wasn't anything damaging. It was just like psychological.
The only
funny.
way
And then-
the only thing I didn't like about that one is it was a little bit fake. There was a little bit of fakeness to it, like they were playing it up a little bit.
I think
But
they do that with a lot of them. Though.
They do. They
They go
sure.
for
But-
crazy
and then
reactions.
I like. I'm a big Eric Andre fan, so like all the parts with him in it were funny to me.
Mhm.
And then like when he was the doctor letting that scorpion attack that girl's
Yeah,
face.
man, that chick's pretty gnarly for letting that happen.
Which I think that had like my best line or moment. That part in the movie was where Pontius, like, it was down in her chest. She's like, get it off. He's like, I can't touch you nowadays. You have to give me consent.
And yeah, she's like, I consent. Get it off.
Yeah, I think
It was like just kind of ad libbed in there, which was like
Yeah.
real funny. Like,
I think the two best bits though for me were the magic trick and the cup test. I think those are the two best in the movie, strongest ones in the
Yeah.
movie. Because that hit Johnny took, my God. And then like some other good ones.
And then when he woke up, he's like, The whole point was to not let any milk spill. Did I spill the milk? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, damn it.
He said that bull freaking hates magic. But some other good ones were the sacrifice of Wee Man to the vulture. That was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
the
That was funny. Yeah,
The bee genitals.
it was all right, but
that
like
was all right.
it was more for shock. Like
It was.
there was no humor.
And then
Just
like
Steve-O screaming bloody murder.
I felt really bad for Aaron in that bear one because he was getting shocked while also having the threat of a bear, like literally almost about to
Yeah,
kill
okay,
him.
but also I was gonna say about that part, like when he's like, the bear is trying to bite my hand. Listen, motherfucker, it is a bear. If it is trying to bite your hand, it's gonna fucking bite your hand. Like it obviously didn't want to bite him, or it would have. Like it was just like
Sniffing him out.
it was like nudging his hand. He's
Yeah.
like, it's trying to bite me. It's like, no, bro. If it wants to bite you, you're dead. Like that's why it's so scary.
All it could have took was literally like
yeah.
that to his
Oh, yeah.
throat, and he's dead.
It's happened.
And
I
they
trained
were-
animals before.
and they were shocking the hell out of him during that. I felt really
I feel
bad.
like, well, I feel like first that bear looked very old.
It did.
And usually when you're doing stuff like that, the bear is either sedated or like
very trained. Yeah.
Yeah, you maybe shouldn't see Jackass movies from now on. Then if you just feel bad for him.
This one I kind of did, but like
That's the whole point of like Aaron though, is he has great facial reactions. Like he just gets so
worked up.
yeah,
yeah,
but
he looks
like
funny.
Yeah, but during like controlled bits, not like with a
Also,
live
though-
bear.
It's controlled.
They look like a fucking beer league hockey team with how many of them are just missing teeth. At any given point, there's a picture of them. Like one of them, they're all missing a front tooth.
That's true. How about the spider helmet? That was good.
That was good.
Yeah, with the
Zach-
Jasper's dad.
Zackass
That
had
black
some
dude is
good
a
moments.
puss, man.
Dark Shark, is that his
Dark Shark, yeah.
Yeah.
Zackass had some good moments. Body surfing.
Yeah.
How about the punching bag on Preston's?
Yeah.
That was funny, man. That was creative.
The wedgie, like the triple wedgie,
that was
worked.
It
good.
was really good.
Yep. And then the electric dance, that was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were some of the stronger ones. but,
The like dick punch game was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
When he's like, I hit the wrong button.
Yeah,
and he's like,
slapping-
you win, and then still hit him in
they
the
had
dick
like
anyway.
flip flops on the stick.
Yeah. If you put Johnny in charge of anything, you know it's gonna go.
You can't do that. But overall, it was decent. It was. I would say it was entertaining. It just. I think my expectations were personally too high. I love the first three so
Yeah.
much that couldn't live.
It
up
was
to
never
them.
going to live up to
It was never going to live up to him. And this is 10, 12 years later, and it felt like a Jackass movie on a
That's
budget.
that's why
what it felt like to me.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell. Like, I was like, it doesn't. Like, yeah, you loved those old ones, but like, you're not that dude anymore.
I'm not.
Especially like your taste and like
Yeah.
your whole.
It changes. That was like 10, 12 years
changed.
ago. Yeah.
And like,
It just seemed like
you're not into that kind of stuff anymore. So I was like, kind of shocked that you were like that excited.
No,
for
I still
Jackass.
love those movies, but like it just felt like it was on a budget. It just felt like the ideas were weaker. Everything was the cast was weaker. They weren't involved with as much. They got the new guys in there, and
I thought honestly it was the opposite. They might have had too much budget, like to like the huge cannon.
I feel like a
to,
lot got cut. Like I
That's
feel like on
probably
Blu-ray
true.
or DVD or whatever, there's going to be so much extra.
I think it's the
stuff.
case with all those movies.
Yes.
They do so much random stuff.
like I think one bit that had a lot of potential that they didn't really live up to was the Vomitron at the end. I thought that had like more potential than it paid off. You know, I think they could have used that more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's what I mean with like too much budget. They just went with like huge explosions and
Yeah,
Army flying in
You
and stuff.
you said a word that I think is true. Overproduced. It was
Yeah.
It was overproduced. Yeah, just a lot of.
they just had too much to work with.
Yeah, but then again, it felt like it was on a budget to me. Like everything during COVID was that way. What you see in stores, like they have like a skeleton crew and stuff, and
Could have been.
that's the way it feels like with this movie. They didn't get the money to perform all the stunts, so they brought in cheaper people to perform. That's my theory, to perform new people. But anyway,
I like
that-
the Silence of the Lambs part because you know like those people are like the guys are always on edge anyway.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like trying to hurt them. It was just like
psychological.
They're
Yeah.
fearing for the worst
Yeah.
when they turn the lights out.
Because there was a loose rattlesnake in the room, and they turned the lights
Yeah.
out. And yeah,
But Johnny was just in there with night vision, like messing with them, like with a prod. And Aaron had like a couch cushion fort. He's like, "Not moving, not coming out."
Under the table.
Yeah.
What was
Cushions.
funny is because like a lot of them are like married couples, you know, like Aaron and Dave, and then
Yeah.
Wee Man and Preston and stuff.
And
so-
Dave had one of the best lines too. Like, "I'll freaking live in this room.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not going
I
out that
live here
door."
now.
Yeah.
I'm living here now. But anyway, you guys want to get to ratings?
Sure.
All right, what did you guys give it?
7.5.
I give it an 8.
I gave it a 6. But
Oh,
I
man.
think it's because my expectations were just too high, and I don't know. It had too much to live up to in my eyes. And
I
it-
honestly gave it an 8 just because like I thought about like rating it lower, but then I was like, I really can't because I was literally laughing so like hard in the theater that I was
exactly.
like, I can't rate it poorly because it's a Jackass movie. What did I expect?
Yeah.
Like I got like the worth out of it because I was laughing the whole time.
I was laughing. I wasn't laughing the whole time, and I don't know. It just didn't live up to.
What about in the beginning that guy who, as soon as the credit started, just yelled, "Yeah, let's look at some wieners."
And he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of
immediately.
No, this movie,
Yeah.
this one had the most male nudity.
They had showed a lot of dicks.
Yes, I think we seen everyone's junk or balls.
Honestly, do you think that partially had to do with because they had a female in the cast and they were like, let's embarrass these dudes and make them show their hogs all the whole movie?
Maybe that might have been
Because
it.
she was around the whole time they did it.
Yeah.
Like when they put their dicks in like the plexiglass thing, she was sitting on the couch next to them.
crazy stuff.
Absurd.
A lot of ween and a lot of balls in this one. But anyway, the final verdict: see it ASAP, see it whenever, skip it. What do you guys think?
If you're into those, see it ASAP.
Yeah, see it ASAP.
If you're into Jackass, see it ASAP.
If you're not, then there's no point.
then yeah.
as far as like comedies, what's the last comedy you've seen that was funnier than this? I bet you can't name one.
Comedies aren't really like my thing these days. They're not great
No,
anymore.
that's what I'm
There's none
saying.
that come out.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. You're right. It's probably best comedy in a little while. So, but yeah, see this ASAP if you're a Jackass fan. All right, guys, movie quote time. Joe's got a movie quote for us. We got to guess it. What do you got, Joe?
All right, I just picked up a hitchhiker and I say, I think we just picked up Dracula.
I'm gonna say. I think we picked up. Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. You
How
got.
far off is that?
Wait.
You got to guess.
I, love that.
Sasha.
I should give you a point just for that guess, though. That was-
I have no idea. I was going to say From Dusk Till Dawn, but I know that's not it.
What is it?
is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ah.
I think we just picked up Dracula.
All right, guys, that's our review for Jackass Forever. Thank you for watching. We love you, and we'll see you very, very soon.